I'm sick and tired of this. I cannot take this anymore. I'm tired. I'm not doing it again. How much more longer will South Africa beat us? South Africa wants us at this point. Every single time they are beating us, I give up. I give up.
This is freaking Zimbabwe! They are not qualified for the World Cup. They are not playing for anything.
Alright, let's talk about the absolute meltdown happening in Nigeria right now over Bafana Bafana's success in the World Cup qualifiers. I mean, the drama is hotter than Lagos traffic at rush hour. South Africa is winning, and some people in Nigeria are acting like it's a personal attack. They're even trying to get FIFA to deduct points from Bafana Bafana over Tebogo Mokoena playing in the game against Lesotho. Yes, you heard that right. Some folks are in pain because Bafana Bafana is shining. Let's get into this madness.
How many South African players can you compare to Nigerian players?
Even abroad,
yeah. For everywhere you go to. He mentioned Gatlana here. So
the biggest player in their history is Benny McCarthy.
No, I'm using women. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean, where are their players?
Exactly.
Where are their players right now? Yeah, they said okay, their women's football is big. How many of their players have won the Champions League? One of our players won it 3 times. I mean, so where I don't know where the rivalry comes from. So I really don't see that as a rivalry. Maybe it's in their head, but for us, I don't think it's a rivalry. Yes, we've met them in recent times and everything.
Often,
but whatever, I don't see that.
They've always been forcing it.
It's not even close. They just want to be there, be among the big boys and everything, and then rub shoulders with us.
South Africans have 30 good stadiums that they can use in playing international match. Yes, you heard me right, 30 good stadiums. And do you know, in that South Africa, black South African is the most hungry people on earth. Come to chronic hunger, they have it. The difference between a black South African and Nigerians are, Nigerians, any situation that happen, will come outside to let the whole world to know. But South African, they will hide their mess. Even they are hungry, they will hide it. If boas unalive them, they will hide it. If they go and pick rotten fruit from farm and the boas take their life, they will hide it. If they feed them to pig, they will hide it. If they run on their leg with cars just because of rotten food, they will hide it.
I'm sick and tired of this. I cannot take this anymore. I'm tired. I'm not doing it again. How much more longer will South Africa beat us? South Africa wants us at this point. Every single time they are beating us, I give up. I give up. Football, they beat us. We went to Olympics, they were packing medals. We won nothing at the Olympics. You leave football, leave the sports space, you go to music. Tyler still beat us recently to win Grammys. Now come to USA and this one has lost the place. What is happening now? What is going on in Nigeria? Don't you want me to be happy? What is it? Can't you just give me one W? Give me something. If in anything in life, don't lose to Ghanaians or South Africans. Those are my 2 people that I don't. Look at those baton people. They go and say baton when in my sir. Have you speak their language? This one, what happened now? What happened, you two?
All my South African followers, I've been seeing what you people are doing in my comment section. I've been seeing it. You want to get a go at me because I'm Nigerian, no problem. But there's bad news for you. Since you're happy yesterday that you won and Nigeria drew, there's bad news for you. Yeah, we are getting reports now that a particular player played against Zimbabwe and he was supposed to be suspended from 2 yellow cards, and he played against Zimbabwe that you guys won that game 2-0. So if that report is true and he's supposed to be suspended, that's going to be a disciplinary action from FIFA and CAF. So you'll be losing 3 points against Zimbabwe. So that is the next place in Nigeria we are targeting now. If that one happen, me, I will come here now and tell you people to because you people have been teasing me since in my comment section, telling me that we are a calculator country. It's always calculated that we know how to calculate, only mass. Because I was just trying to calculate and see how my country can progress for FIFA World Cup qualification. I don't know that I did something bad though, but now me too, I'm coming. If this thing is true and they did that 3 points, I will come and remind you people. I will remind you people and do you too like this. Because I know what my eyes have seen in my comment section yesterday and today. You will not allow me to rest. You will not allow me to rest. So when it happens, me too, I will not allow people to rest. I will do countless video. I'll be calling your players one by one. You people will beg. They are not seeing anything.
This is freaking Zimbabwe! They are not qualified for the World Cup. They are not playing for anything.
My Niger guys. Football. You guys were trolling us online. There was a lot of noise online. You guys were making a lot of noise. Oh, come on. You were sizing up Zimbabwe. You never knew that Zimbabwe could play so well, and you were just undermining it. And I feel like that's where you performed that way. Anyways, it's football. It's the game. And well done, Warriors. Well done, guys. I don't like football that much, but anyways, because of the trolling that was happening online,
These guys, what they have done, look at my face, like I could have killed a lot of people.
When I think about South Africa as an opponent, I feel they want to be rivals with us. We're not trying to be rivals with them, right? It's almost like, you're trying to pick on someone bigger than you, so you can get some legitimacy off of that, right? With Ghana, we have a real thing there. They used to live with us and all that history and stuff like that. With Cameroon, you can understand, we're bordering countries, and all that. You can understand that, but
we know they drag anything. I think
based on development, I don't think it's actually football. It's a social life.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was going to say it's deeper.
Music, way of life, development, government, and the rest. So I think everything now boils down to football, because normally we are not even close in terms of quality, to be honest. I think the Super Eagles, the Green Eagles of the days, there's nothing close to what South Africa brings compared to what Nigeria brings to the table. So I think it's more of this social thing, but generally over and over again, we are not meat. I mean, let them know we are not.
Their football is different from our football.
This video is for Nigerians and South Africans. Listen to me. First of all, it is a disgrace that Nigerians are rejoicing that Rwanda defeated South Africa, so that the group can be open and we can have a better chance of qualification for the World Cup. Should we be drawing against Lesotho and Zimbabwe? It is a disgrace. It is an utter disgrace. That's number one. Number two, it is funny that many South Africans thought that they were the strongest team in the group because Nigeria had drawn to Zimbabwe and Lesotho, and they were going to beat Nigeria with so many goals. And then they go to Rwanda and get absolutely dominated. No, it's not that Rwanda scored lucky goals. Rwanda dominated South Africa, put South Africa in their place, humbled, embarrassed, and disgraced South African football national team. It's very funny that South Africa thought that they would just come and just beat everybody. Nah, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. And also at the AFCON coming next year, South Africa is going there for sightseeing. The same thing with Nigeria. Simple as that.
A few moments later.
You know what? On behalf of such disgusting defending, I apologize to South Africa. I'm telling you. And to Lesotho. Because you know what? They did us a favor. They gave Nigeria a chance. They drew. Lesotho drew with Rwanda. South Africa defeated Benin Republic. Give us a chance. Give us a chance. What do we do? Shambolic defending. Go and concede in the final minutes of the game. So South Africa and Lesotho, on behalf of the shambolic, nonsensical defending that was, we apologize to you. You did your job. We didn't do our job. You gave us a chance. We didn't take it. We didn't take it. Simple. Africa. The truth about this is this: South Africa cannot win the AFCON 2024. It's not possible. You don't have the team to do it. You don't have the adequate coach to do it. You don't have the tactics to do it. You cannot win the AFCON 2024. You are not part of the top 5 teams to win it. The same thing with Nigeria and the same thing with Cameroon. It's just a sightseeing mission for them. South Africa is going to the AFCON for a sightseeing mission. They are going there for an excursion, going to see how Côte d'Ivoire is, spend the time in Côte d'Ivoire, see the hotels, see the beaches, see the stadiums, see the weather, eat the food, all this kind of stuff, and then return back to South Africa. South Africa is not going to do nothing at the AFCON 2024. It's not possible. It's not possible. Look at the players they have. Look at the chemistry that is there. Look at the goalkeeper. Look at all the stuff that I've listed in when I did my analysis about South African team. They cannot win the AFCON. It's not possible. It's delusional to think that South Africa can win the AFCON. It's delusional. I'm not delusional. I'm practical. You cannot. Simple as that.
After I made the video praising the South African Bafana Bafana team on how they had played us, the Super Eagles. I got a lot of backlash from my Nigerian family. Even the South Africans that I was even expecting to bash, they did not bash me like my own Nigerian family, telling me I don't know ball. That I don't know ball. See, whether you like it or not, see, in truth, inside honesty, in fairness, justice and equity with integrity, those guys outplayed us and we cannot take it away from them. They were better than us. We just had a little bit of luck. That was why we were able to eliminate the Bafana team. Do you guys know what those guys showed us? They showed us how united, what a united African team with good infrastructure and planning and proper planning could do. People that eliminated Morocco, that is the highest FIFA ranking African team, eliminated them, giving them 2-0, 2-0, keeping clean sheet on top their head. People that eliminated Cape Verde that exercised pure energy from the first minute to the 90 minutes, even to the 30 minutes of extra time. You understand? So the South African guys, they have shown us what a good sporting system in the African continent can do. Do you know what it means? Using your home-based player to play a tournament and you reach the semi-final and it was by luck somebody eliminated you. And even when they eliminated you, you were still better than them on the pitch. Do you know why? See, I'm a Nigerian. If you come to banter, say anybody you call, whether Stone, Adika, Combo, none of them banter reach me because me they give woto. Watch my previous video. If I'm insulting, I'm insulting. If I'm bantering, I'm bantering. If I'm criticizing, I'm criticizing. If I am entertaining, I'm entertaining. And if I'm celebrating, I celebrate. You understand? See, I cannot banter those guys, man. Those guys, they earned my respect. Do you know what it means when by the Super Eagles team? That is, we had to drop Zaidu. We took up Aina to Zaidu's position and brought in Osai. Because they know that if Zaidu was in the match, it was going to be a free pass for those players. Do you know what it means that we had to remove Iwobi at the start of the second half? That's to tell you that they caged our midfield and our midfielders were not functioning. Do you know what it means for us to remove Moses Simon, one of the best players of this tournament? Moses Simon, our engine room, we had to remove him so that we could bring this other player, Chukwueze, and the other guy. It was because they were not functioning. The only person that functioned in that match was Osimhen and our defense. And our defense functioned because there was a lot of pressure on them because we were playing three backs and the right back and left back. That means we're playing 5 men at the back. The game got so worse that we had to bring in Abdulaziz Yusuf. That's to tell another defensive midfielder to join Oyenka. You understand? Using 2 defensive midfielders, that is European-based players, playing defense against a local-based players from South Africa. Is that not a shame? Is that not an insult? Do you know what it means that we could not score them a clean goal? I know VAR intervened, that was Osimhen goal, but we couldn't give them any goal apart from scoring penalties. You understand? Is that how it should have been? With the level of the kind of players we are, we're supposed to give them like 4, not just 4, 5, or highest high. If you don't, just give them 2. But man, they matched our players man to man. If not for God, first half, didn't they had played us? They have played us now. If not for those couple of saves our keeper Nwabali did, would have been out of the tournament. Now, if you say I don't know football, all right, at that 90 minutes when they had that free kick, if not that their defender missed that open net, we would not be even having this conversation now. We would have been out of the tournament. You understand? So when you see good stuff, appreciate. Those guys, they have good players and we can learn from them. You know, our players, not that we don't have good players, but at the sight of greener pasture, they run to Europe because there's nothing at home here for you to fight for. So I know it's not their fault, but I'm telling you what this South African guys brought to AFCON is no joke. See, do you know that even our Stanley Nwabali is playing the South African League? Man, please, man, appreciate greatness. And do you know that right now in the whole African continent, eyes now will be on the South African league because of what they have shown in this competition. So don't hate, man. Don't hate. Let's appreciate them. We are in the finals. What are you bantering for? Grammys has passed. Grammy have passed. What are you bantering for? If it is where you drop history on AFCON, we are bigger than them. So why are you still bantering them? So forget that thing. So let's just appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. They have good players. You understand? And they played with their heart, their soul. You understand? For their nation. That's the kind of people that are playing for the badge. They are playing for their badge. They are not playing for money. You understand? That's what we need in Africa. Don't deceive yourself. And if you choose to hate me, whether you're a Nigerian, you're a South African, any other part of, because I dropped this analysis, or anywhere you are, if you choose to hate me and you say you don't want to follow me, don't follow me. I don't want toxic people to follow me. I want people that think to follow me. You understand? So that's it. And if you say you unfollow me because I made you angry, you are free. The unfollow button is there. Unfollow. But see, no matter how I insult or banter, when I see good thing, I celebrate. I dey celebrate when I see good thing. You understand? See, I be Nigerian. Me, I know the chook. I dey chook for people. I but no means I don't know truth. You know, they understand. And if you are doubting my nationality that I'm not in Nigeria, I dey Abuja right now. I'm in Abuja. I'm at Karishi. If you are looking for me, you can come.
So the news have been going on, and I think I was just being careful not to spread fake news. But I can confirm to you that the NFF authorities are now doing their internal investigation if truly that report is true. If truly Mokoena should not have been played by South Africa. If that is the case, that means normally 3 points deducted and they'll be given to Lesotho. But we don't know yet. But I can confirm to you that NFF are on the case. They're already, the lawyers, the guys at NFF are already doing their due diligence. And let's see if truly God is from Nigeria. I mean, Jesus is from Ojodu. So guys, let's still keep it calm. Let's focus on the game today. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, we have to win, and win handsomely. Win beautifully. Win deliciously. And guess what? Osimhen to score now. So guys, let's just cool temper. NFF is on it, and let's see what will happen at the end of the day.
Fellow fans of Super Eagles of Nigeria, there is rumor that has been trending on the public domain since today. I decided to bring it to our notice. When I know say this World Cup qualifying matches, because of Baba Finidi George, now make Super Eagles of Nigeria, they use calculator this time around to know the possibility of qualifying for this World Cup. But if this rumor turns out to be true, I mean, is to our own advantage. The rumor has it that Bafana Bafana of South Africa stands a chance to lose 3 points and 3 goals because they fielded an ineligible player, a player that's supposed to be suspended in their last match. And the name of the player is Tebogo Mokoena. Make I no bite my tongue, but that is the name. That this guy had 2 yellow cards before their last match, making him ineligible to play their last match. But they played him against the rule of FIFA. So, meaning that if this is actually true and FIFA takes action, 3 points, 3 goals will be deducted from South Africa's points as a penalty. Recall that in the year 2018, such thing happened to Super Eagles of Nigeria. Exactly the same scenario. On 10th November 2017, Super Eagles played Abdullahi Shehu, who got 2 yellow cards before, and they neglected that rule and played him against Algeria, though the game ended 1-1. And good at 10, Nigeria had already qualified for the World Cup 2018 before their game against Algeria. But then what happened? FIFA took action and penalized Super Eagles of Nigeria by deducting 3 points and 3 goals. The same thing happens recently. Big Gabriel Magalhaes of Arsenal, just returned to Arsenal from Brazil. He's not going to play the game between Brazil and I think it should be Argentina also, because he already had accumulated 2 yellow cards, making him ineligible to play the next match. He's back to Arsenal. So if this rumor turns out to be true, I mean, it's not our fault. FIFA should take action and to South African disadvantage, and if we win, of course we should win today, it should be to our advantage. So like I said, it's still under investigation. It's not official, it has not been confirmed, but let's see how it pans out. All we know is that let Super Eagles be focused and win their matches. This is a secondary advantage. Let's not focus our energy on this, but if it happens, who are we not to rejoice?
I've been seeing my people from Nyash Republic saying that Grand Land, we are the most unbeaten team in football. You people are still currently at 18 games unbeaten, and you people are already bragging and talking about the fact that Grand Land make a video, we are the most unbeaten team in football. What about Nigeria with 35 games unbeaten? I don't know who's giving people those fake statistics. That's why I'm trying to shish you people, and I'm trying to education you people. But you people, your brain is full of too much starch and fatty acids. You don't listen. You don't listen. Try to make your brain have protein so you can listen to me. Because as you seem like this, I'm a moving dictionary, and I can tell you, even if you like go and search in Google, Google will tell you the same thing I'm telling you now. Now, these are the countries with the most unbeaten records in football. They were unbeaten. Now we have number 1. We have Italy with 37 games unbeaten. Okay, number 1 is Italy with 37 games unbeaten. Number 2 is Brazil, 35 games. 3 is Spain, again 35 games. Number 4, Algeria. Algeria is an African country with 35 games again unbeaten. So South Africa, stop making noise. People are not. Algeria is there, top there, number 1 with 35 games. And number 5, we have Spain with Argentina with 31 games unbeaten. Now let's come down to Africa now. That was in the world. Now we are in Africa. African countries with the most unbeaten. That was most unbeaten. I'm sure you understand the English. Number 1 now we have Algeria, 35 games unbeaten. Number 2 we have Ivory Coast, 26 games unbeaten. Number 3 we have Egypt, 19 games unbeaten. Now if you people win your next games against Lesotho, you people will round up now with Egypt. Your next games against Lesotho. Currently now South Africa, you people are currently 18. People are currently unbeaten 18. You people have to win your next game against Lesotho, which I know my people from Lesotho are not going to allow you to win, because I have spoken to them and I have told them that they should not allow you people to win. They should make sure that they beat you people, not a draw. I need a win from them, because I've told them that you people can no longer threaten them. You people can no longer use Nyash to intimidate them. I have told them that I have spoken with my people from Nigeria. They are going to give them as much Nyash as they desire. All they need to do is to beat you people, and we are also going to make sure that if you people kick them out of their houses, the World Health Organization is going to come after you people. So South Africa people, your intimidation against Lesotho people is no longer going to work. I told you people that I'm going to bring justice to Lesothoans. I told you people. So you people have to beat Lesotho in your next game to round up with Egypt. So I'm not going to put you people on this list because you people are still unbeaten. So the next is Cameroon with 17 games unbeaten. The other, Nigeria. Nigeria is number 5. Cameroon was number 4, 17 games unbeaten. And the other is Nigeria, number 5 with 15 games unbeaten. So at the moment now, you people have been able to beat Cameroon and Nigeria's record. So if we want to put you people now on this table, you people will be the number 3 African country with the most unbeaten record. With you people are currently at 18, behind Egypt. So South Africa, stop making noise and stop attacking me in my DMs and telling me Grand Land make a video for us. Because me, I don't put fake statistics. I put real statistics. Real. Because a moving Google and a moving dictionary like me is not supposed to be making mistakes. Yes. As you see me like this, Siri is in my brain. Gemini is in my brain. ChatGPT is in my brain. Google is in my brain. Dictionary is in my brain. Encyclopedia is in my brain. So I know everything that is going on around the world. Nonsense. Don't forget to like and share. One love.
But guys, that South African team that played against Uganda, if you're to look closely, you realize those guys are just gamblers. The South African football team is full of gamblers. All the Uganda Cranes team needed was just strategy. We were supposed to display a skill set that has never been used before. I don't know about you guys, but me, I have a feeling that if at all we are to go back to the drawing board, we can become so good to an extent that we can even teach these South Africans how to play proper football. Because right now they're just gambling. They beat us by gambling.
And so the beef continues between South Africa and Nigeria, all because of a Tebogo Mokoena who was fielded during a Lesotho match and wasn't supposed to be. Nigeria draw 1-1 with Zimbabwe, and I'm wondering why it is that on the pitch they cannot make as much noise as they do off. So, Onakosi, here he is, talking about exactly that and a whole lot more, and they're not letting this one go.
So I'm reading an article here. It says, Score Nigeria, that's a newspaper I guess, can exclusively report that Nigeria have fired a strongly worded protest to FIFA to complain that there is no fair play in the race for the qualifying ticket to the 2026 World Cup in Group C, because both Lesotho and Zimbabwe are playing their home games in South Africa, who are also a direct rival. Nigeria, what's the shame? I mean, you must be ashamed that instead of winning your matches, you are complaining that Lesotho and Zimbabwe are playing in South Africa. So where should they play? Because they are literally part of South Africa in a true sense. So where should they be playing? So I see a lot of Nigerian Super Eagles fans up in arms because South Africa fielded Tebogo Mokoena in the Bafana Bafana game against Lesotho, and the one Bafana Bafana to lose the 3 points, the one Lesotho to lodge a complaint with FIFA so that Bafana Bafana can lose the 3 points. So let me explain the dynamics between South Africa and Lesotho to my Nigerian friends. Lesotho, although it's called a country on its own and it has its own state and everything, is basically part of South Africa. So there's no way that Lesotho will go and lodge a complaint against South Africa so that South Africa can lose the 3 points. There is no way. If they ever do that, we can easily go and invade them. We can easily go and take over that whole country, and then they cease to exist. So if you are a Super Eagles fan and you think that Lesotho is going to lodge a complaint against South Africa to FIFA so that South Africa can lose their 3 points, please get that idea out of your head. It is not gonna happen. Lesotho will not go and snitch against South Africa. They know very well not to do that, because if they ever do that, we can go and send one of the children of Mangosuthu Buthelezi to go and invade them again. It's not gonna happen. Lesotho will not lodge a complaint against South Africa for fielding Tebogo Mokoena and losing the 3 points. So forget about it. Just move on with your life. Go and beat Zimbabwe and try and get the 3 points. Lesotho is not gonna help you.
The disrespect I witnessed from Super Eagles fans all over. They were talking of 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, destroying the Zimbabwean Warriors. But, oh, Zimbabwe! You are our brothers. You are our brothers. I'll tell you this. The anointing oil that will help Nigeria go to USA, Mexico, and Canada has not yet been invented. Super Eagles, sit down. I'll tell you this and I'll remind you that it is not names that are playing football, but it is passion, it is chemistry, it is connection. You underestimating all of these nations, it is to your detriment, it is to your downfall. 4 games to go, and all of the 4 games for South Africa, they will all be played here in South Africa. We cannot wait to welcome you, the Super Eagles, here in South Africa. Zimbabwe, salute our brothers. Great job.
South Africa. I'm not surprised. I knew they were going to deal with Lesotho. You know, South Africa is a team. Like in my previous video, or in our previous video, I said something about South Africa, that if you look at this Nigeria's group, the only team you can take out of this Nigeria's group is South Africa. They started showing seriousness from the beginning. That is what keeps them ahead of Nigeria right now, and I think they are going to be the only problem Nigeria is going to have in that group. I don't even have any fear for Lesotho or even Rwanda that is stopping. No, I was very confident that Nigeria will go to Rwanda and win Rwanda, but South Africa. South Africa, they very serious, and their boys are just very serious. This is the mistake Nigeria made. Nigeria started being serious late. South Africa started being serious on time. They mean business, and they are going to be torn to our flesh. They are going to be torn on our flesh in this World Cup qualifier. I don't know how we plan to solve this problem. I don't know how to deal with South Africa, because I think after Zimbabwe on Tuesday, the next time we might be playing a World Cup qualifier might be against South Africa, and it will be at their home. How are we going to do this? Because they are getting close. If they manage to get a draw against Rwanda, my bro, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard. I knew that South Africa was going to win Lesotho. I'm not surprised, and I know that they are going to still try and find a way to go to Rwanda and win them. But Nigeria, how do we plan to solve this problem with South Africa? It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I know that most of our fans keep saying that South Africa is going to top the group, but I disagree. I totally disagree. I still feel like we still have hope, and we are going to put up a fight, a very strong fight against South Africa. We have the better team, we have the boys, but I think they are more serious, and they started being serious on time. I don't know if this late entry will help us, because we started late. Nigeria started late. I still commend our boys for the victory at Rwanda at their home. We were excellent. I hope we will continue with that same attitude, with that same dedication when we go to Zimbabwe, or when we play against the Zimbabwe at home here. Then later we play against South Africa. South Africa is the problem we are going to have in that group. I don't know how we intend to do it. I just hope that on that day they are just going to lose concentration, because as I'm seeing it, they don't want to go anywhere. But South Africa, we still have you guys in mind, and we still have a battle that we have to settle.
You wrote to FIFA in your request. What are you expecting them to do, or what have you asked them to do here? Are you looking for the points to be deducted from South Africa? Are you looking for some recourse for Lesotho, or what exactly is it within your request that you have asked them to do, and what is the recourse or the possible outcome that you would say would make Lesotho Football Association happy from this matter?
First of all, you should understand that the Lesotho Football Association is a member of FIFA who is in good standing. And we are obligated, therefore, to protect the integrity of sport. And we are also obligated to assist FIFA in protecting the integrity of sport, of the game. Now, we are merely saying, FIFA, live and die by your regulations. And if you have precedents where you have deducted points before on matters that are very similar to the one that is the subject today, do so that then we know your notion of fair play is applied irrespective of who is the perpetrator in this instance.
So
if FIFA finds it that they have, in instances before, deducted points and allocated them somewhere, it just says that they will have to do the same now without looking at technicalities. But we are merely helping FIFA as a bona fide member in good standing, that live and die by your regulations and be seen to apply the notion of fair play consistently.
So it sounds like a noble cause because you're helping FIFA to implement their regulations. Have you been in discussion with the Nigerian Football Association at any point? How did you become aware of the transgression, and have you had those discussions in terms of them joining as a party who would be interested in this matter as well? Because you have been quoted previously as having had some sort of discussion in that regard.
No, I must be honest with you. If I were to talk to the Nigerian Football Federation, I'll talk to Dr. Sanusi, who is the Secretary General. I haven't spoken to him ever since we were in Egypt.
So, Bafana Bafana has been on fire in the World Cup qualifiers, playing some of their best football in years. They secured a solid win against Benin, followed by a hard-fought battle with Lesotho. South Africans are celebrating, vibes are high, and football is finally looking good again. But guess who's not happy? Yep, some Nigerian fans, and they're making it loud. It all started when certain Nigerian football circles began questioning Tebogo Mokoena's eligibility to play in the game against Lesotho. The claim, he was supposedly suspended and shouldn't have played. Now, instead of just taking the loss like champs and moving on, some Nigerian fans have gone full football lawyers mode, digging up FIFA rulebooks like they're prepping for a courtroom battle. First, they're arguing that Mokoena should have been suspended due to accumulated yellow cards. Second, they want FIFA to deduct points from South Africa, as if that's going to magically get them ahead in the standings. Third, they've taken the outrage to social media, calling for an investigation, like this is some World Cup level scandal. I mean, come on. Nigerians are some of the best football fans in the world, no doubt. Passionate, loud, energetic. But this right here, this is taking things a little too far. Now, let's talk about why this is hurting so much. Nigeria, traditionally one of Africa's top football nations, hasn't exactly been at their best lately. Super Eagles fans expect their team to dominate qualifiers without breaking a sweat. But here comes Bafana Bafana, quietly grinding, picking up points, and suddenly looking like a real contender. That's making some people uncomfortable. Let's be honest. When was the last time South Africa truly scared anyone in African football? It's been a while, but now, thanks to a solid squad, good coaching, and some hungry players, Bafana Bafana is looking sharp. And for some people, especially those used to seeing Nigeria on top, that reality is hard to accept. Let's get into the actual Tebogo Mokoena case. According to FIFA regulations, a player is suspended after receiving 2 yellow cards in different matches during qualifiers. Some claim Mokoena had already accumulated 2 yellows before the Lesotho game. But guess what? SAFA, South African Football Association, has checked and confirmed Mokoena was eligible to play. No rules were broken, no foul play, just facts. So all this noise, just fans looking for a loophole to discredit Bafana's progress. Nigerians have taken this debate to Twitter, TikTok, and everywhere else they can be heard. Some fans are genuinely hurt. Others are making memes about FIFA being bribed by SAFA. And of course, there are those who are just throwing shade, hoping something sticks. One tweet I saw literally said, "How can South Africa qualify when Nigeria is still struggling? FIFA must investigate." Bruh, that's not how football works. You don't just get points deducted because you feel like the other team doesn't deserve to win. Meanwhile, South Africans are loving this. The banter is at an all-time high. Hashtags like hashtag Bafana Bafana cooking and hashtag Super Eagles in shambles have been trending. People are posting clips of Nigerian fans looking sad after the matches, saying, "This is what pain looks like." Now, let's be real, FIFA is not going to deduct points from South Africa. The rules are clear, and unless there was actual foul play, which there wasn't, Bafana Bafana is keeping their points. But what this does show is that African football is getting more competitive. Teams that were once overlooked are now real threats. Nigeria will always be a football powerhouse, but South Africa, Morocco, Senegal, and even smaller nations are stepping up their game. For Nigerian fans, the best way to handle this isn't to cry for FIFA to do something. It's to demand more from their own team. Super Eagles have the talent, but they need better performances. The days of automatically qualifying just because you're a big name are over. So, To my Nigerian brothers and sisters, let's chill. Football is football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Instead of stressing over Tebogo Mokoena, focus on how the Super Eagles can improve. And to my South Africans, enjoy this moment. Bafana Bafana is making Africa take notice, and if they keep this up, we could see them doing big things in the World Cup. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Nigeria is overreacting? Or do they have a case? Let's talk about it. See you in the next one.